What's up YouTube, Playmatter here. This is my Banlist predictions video for September 2014. This is my current memo list, just in case anyone wanted it. And I just wanted to introduce the video before I go on to the cards I think are going to be moving around in the restricted and limited list. Anyone saying that any card in Shaddoll, in Burning Abyss, or in Satella Knights is going to get hit is wrong. They're two new cards, and Konami's not just going to sit there and be like, look at how much money we were making from Duelist Alliance. I know, let's make all of three of those decks not quite as good as they are. That's not going to happen. You know, the format's only 3 months long. We know for a fact that Konami doesn't mind having 5 months of 3 decks being prevalent. But I think there's going to be things shaken up quite a bit. So, this is my video with me actually talking sense rather than saying, oh, Hedgehog's going to go to 1, Deneb's going to go to 1. You know, that's just silly and will not happen in this list. Also, before we start, if you do like my video, do remember to subscribe and like it. It does mean a lot, and I'm working hard to bring you good content and good videos. Okay, so I'm going to roll on to the September 2014 Banlist predictions. Okay, so the very first card I have going to 1 is Vanity's Emptiness. There have been formats where Vanities has been huge before. You know, we only have 1 macro, we only have 1 defissure, and people aren't maining those at the moment. You know, people are maining 2 to 3 Vanity's Emptiness in almost every deck at the moment. And the thing about that, the fact that it can be turned off, is that it's so abusable by the user, and it's not good for the game to be at 3. I think as a one-off, it's okay. Okay, so the second card is Artifact Morale Attack. It's at 1 in the OCG. I think that the TCG will agree that it should go to 1. For me, there's no reason just yet to hit Sanctum or any of the other artifact cards. That's why I have Morale Attack going to 1. The third card I have on the going to 1 section for my Banlist predictions video is Infinity Archfiend. Konami tend not to let decks that win Worlds stay the deck that they are for much longer, and I'll explain more with my next card. I think it's really an either or here, is Infinity Break. So yeah, I can really see this card, or like I say, the Infinity Archfiend going to 1. Now, I don't think that Satella Knight is the outright best deck of the format at the moment, but I do think Call of the Haunted could go to 1. I don't think promoting ridiculous amounts of special summoning from the grave is good for the game, and I can definitely see them putting this to 1 as a way of balancing it out with Vanity's Emptiness, because there aren't going to be 3 Vanities to stop every single Call of the Haunted play now. So yeah, that's my reasoning for Call of the Haunted to go to 1. And I wasn't going to miss out Soul Charge, of course. Soul Charge it's been at 3. Everyone was saying it was going to get hit straight to 1 or 0 immediately after it was released. Now, I've already gone over about how Konami works and how I think Konami works, but it's been out for long enough now that people have been able to play around with it. And yeah, I think it's a relatively balanced card, but it can definitely come to 1. There's no reason that you should be able to draw this card whenever you like, even though drawing multiples is really bad. You know, it's not a searchable card, and being able to draw one as consistently as decks like Satella Knights and Mermail and other decks that abuse Soul Charge can, it just it's not good for the game, and I think it will definitely come to 1. The last card we have is Mermail Abyss Tierce coming to 1. Okay, so in the OCG, Mermail is pretty much dead everywhere. As you could see at Worlds, it did terribly at Worlds, even with a fantastic Mermail player. I think they're going to match this in the TCG, because they've seen how it works in the OCG, they know that it handles the Mermail deck, and I think Mermails have been able to compete at a high level for far too long. So yeah, I think Abyss Tierce is going to 1. Yes, I'm serious, Rescue Rabbit can come to 2. It's already unrestricted in Japan, it's already unrestricted in the OCG, and I'd quite welcome it to come back to 2 or 3, to be honest. I think a Dino Rabbit deck would provide something for this meta that it currently doesn't have. And I really don't feel that Yugioh Dolka can just completely outclass the meta at the moment. Even with 3 Tour Guide, it just wouldn't ruin the game, and it wouldn't dominate, I don't think, at all. And then we have Thunder King. Yeah, I think Thunder King can quite happily come to 2. There's no reason why it needs to be at 1 anymore. I understand why it went to 1, but I think it might be quite welcome to be back to 2 now. And for the third card, I think is going to go to 2. I'm saying Inzektor Hornet. Do I like the Inzektor deck? No. Do I think that if Hornet came to 2, the deck would completely obliterate the meta? No, but I think it would begin to take part. And finally, for the cards coming to 2, as with the Abyss Tierce, my reasoning behind Abyss Sphere and Abyss Tierce is that they have tried this in the OCG, and they know the impact on the Mermail deck that 1 Tierce, 2 Abyss Sphere has. So yeah, I think that, unfortunately, you know, I love Mermail, but I think this is what's going to happen in September 2014. And now I move to the cards coming to 3. I really think that Heretic Seal of Confiscation can come to 3. We have 3 Deneb, which is searchable, which is you can send it to the deck, you can special summon it. At least Heretic Seal itself isn't a searchable card that's it's not searchable search. So yeah, I really don't think that if this came to 3, Heretic would then destroy Shaddoll, Burning Abyss, and Sotella Knights. There's not really anything else I feel I need to say about this card. And finally, I think coming off the ban list is Chaos Sorcerer. I don't think it will be played at 3. I don't think it'll be abused at 3. I know we've got a lot of potential for Chaos Sorcerer to be in decks at the moment because we have a big light deck and a big dark deck, both of which can run Chaos variants. I really don't see any of them playing Chaos Sorcerer at 3 and abusing it in any way at all. I think it was at 2 for Heretic Tomb plays. It wouldn't take over the format. Okay everyone, thanks for watching. This has been Playmatter and my Banlist predictions for the September 2014 list. It should be leaked in the next 5 days. Comment below and let me know what you think, reasonings behind my choices for what I think is going to happen realistically on the next ban list. And thanks for watching. Playmatter, signing out.